Hi everyone. One of my apprentices asked me to do a quick update on Facebook, and I can see why. Because this is what she'd been looking at, and you'll know from my webinars that I've mentioned before with Facebook that because I've got a long-term holding in it, I'm often looking for the short trades on it, but because that makes my long-term holding pay for itself. The long-term holding is meant to be given to my children's children. So anytime in the short term there's a short trade, where I expect the price to fall, we can make money off it. Anyway, this was from one of my apprentices, and she's long on the trade in any event from the 2nd of January, from the start of the year. She wanted to draw it to my attention because she said I hadn't mentioned it recently in any of my webinars. And she's right. I hadn't. Sorry for neglecting you, Facebook. I wish I hadn't neglected you because, Marguerite, this is one for you. So this is the one, and she'd gone for the 1 hour time frame, which is the one I was talking about in the Facebook one. But more importantly, you can see the ease of the trend. It's been doing rather well as a tech stock, and as many tech stocks have most recently, even though it's gone sideways here. That's the point at which, sometimes my apprentices say, well, what should I do? It's just going sideways now. Should I take the profit? Should I get out? Do I stick to the rules? Really, the tool, the pipspredator tool, is there to assist you. It is not supposed to replace your brain. Now, you can follow strictly the rules and say, well, I haven't got an exit, so I won't get out. I haven't got a trailing stop loss exit, so I won't get out. Or you can say, you know what, I'm happy enough. And just as a quick reminder, again, I know I always take this opportunity to remind people that red dotted line, which is equidistant from this stop loss, okay, that's where we add to our winners. I know I keep repeating this, but there it is, add, and there's the number, and that number represents this number down here, okay, and its stop loss for that additional position is here, which was the original entry, and its stop loss was here. Those numbers are up here. Sorry, it all looks a bit of a mess, doesn't it? All right, so just so you know, all that information is already up there. Another great question I had yesterday, I think it was from Rohin. He said to me, well, if something's already up there, should we get into the trade anyway? Now, I discussed this elsewhere. I really only want to get in near the signal. And you might say, well, but Alpesh, look, you have got signal. It's a live trade and it keeps going up. Can't we get in? Look what I've missed out on. You're right. Yeah, you missed some. But I'd rather do it that way than get in halfway. Okay, that's just me. But I also said to Rain, I said, well, look, it's up to you as well. You might say, well, no, I'm going to start off with what you're saying, but I'll make my own amendments. And that's perfectly fine. I don't have an issue with that. Okay.